Hey guys, good afternoon. Right now is roughly about 1:30 afternoon, Wednesday, February 12th. Today I'll be showing you guys how to change a timing chain tensioner on Honda S2000. If you could see Honda S2000, and we'll be replacing it with the Ballade Sports timing chain tensioner. This is the one that I got. I did not get the OEM one. So quickly show you guys what came with it. This is the obviously the timing chain tensioner. It came with a 2 bolt, a cab, a gasket, and obviously a gasket came with it. A wing nuts on it already. These 2 bolts right here, you'll be using the one that from OEM original from the car, and these 2 bolts is for the top two, and then there's another nut right here for the middle. So before you install it, you do not want to remove the wing nut. You actually want to keep it on. After you insert this, tie up these 2 bolts, and then you remove the wing nut to cover up this. Anyway, I'll show you guys. So where is the timing chain tensioner? So timing chain tensioner is on the passenger side of the engine. On top, this thing you see is a Honda VTEC solenoid. So but below the solenoid, right here, it's kind of hard to see. This is the timing chain tensioner, and if you watching this right now, most likely you know reason why you need to change it. Over time, for this engine, the timing chain tends to get wear out, tends to lose its I guess you could say it tends to slack over time. And then what this thing do is it kept pressure on the chain itself so that it doesn't keep it loose. The spring on this is a lot stronger than the OEM one. That is the reason why. So after I remove it, I'll show you guys. I don't know if you could see it. I kind of loose up the bolts already. It's very kind of hard to see. Why? Oh, I can't even see it myself on the camera. Let me see. It is this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but anyway, so it's right there. I'm pointing at it right there. So I kind of loose up the bolt already. There should be 2 of them, one that one and one on the other side across, which is these 2. This one and another one on that side. So you could just feel it, or you could use the new one as a guide for it. So as usual, I'm recording this myself, so I won't able to show you guys while I'm doing it. Let me see if I could place the camera somewhere. How about right here? How's that? I don't know if this is stable. Yeah, so far so good. I hope it doesn't fall. Well, let's give it a try. So I gotta remove this. So I'm not going to remove my intake. I'm going to leave my aftermarket intake on. I'm going to leave the VTEC solenoid on as well. But for some people, they might remove it to give yourself more space, which I recommend that. But I'm lazy right now. I don't want to remove all these and put it back. I just want to take this out. So I'm taking the shortcut, I guess you could call it. But you do need to be careful on these wires. You do not want to damage it, obviously. So I'm going to be careful. Oh, by the way, the bolt is 10 millimeter, so I have a 10 millimeter right here. That is going to remove it. And then also you need a 8 millimeter for the Ballet Sports. Yeah, I'll get to it. So you need 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, and a flathead screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and you're good to go. That's all you need, guys. first bolt is out. As you can see, that's the first one. I don't know if you actually could see it, but let's get the second one going. Excuse my dog. He's barking in the backyard right now. It's probably a squirrel or something. Let's see. When it's loose, you could just use your hand. I'm using my hand right now to loosen it up. So yeah, so when your timing chain is loose, when you start it up, you hear these flapping noise. It's kind of like you put a poker card on a bicycle chain, bicycle sprocket, and then when you ride it, you hear the poker card flapping sound. It's kind of like that. That's because the chain is loose and it's not the timing chain is not applying pressure on it. And when it's not applying pressure on it, you make that noise. It's loose. So what you do is you grab a new one. This aftermarket one has a better, stronger spring on it, so it kept a lot better pressure on the chain. And voila, second one's out. Good. So let's leave it on the side. I don't know if you guys can see. So usually these things you could just pull it out, pop it out. So, but sometimes it is really tight. Yep, it is tight. And what I will do is that, so sometimes what you could do is you could unscrew this part right here. This is a hexi socket or thing that you use. I don't know what they call. You open this, take it out, and you should have an opening, and that's what the timing chain, a rod, one of these rods poking out, sticking out, pushing against the timing chain. And what you could do is you could push it towards the left, and this whole piece will be out. But for now, I'm going to grab a flathead or something and ply it and just try and get it out. For now, I'm going to pause the video. Okay guys, so I got it out. It is on the floor right now. Do expect to have a little bit of oil drip. Let me see if I could get a good angle. You see that oil dripping? So it's gone. You have an opening right there. It fell down. I don't know if I could get it. I'll try to get it and show you guys. Okay guys, so I took it out. I want to show you guys. It wasn't easy to take it out because it's all the way under the floor. So I want to quickly show you guys. This is the OEM, and the two that I took it out was these two right here. These two I took it out and just pop right out. Yeah, so what I did was, you know how this thing was stuck in like this? I unscrewed these two, and then it wasn't coming out because the seal was really tight. So what I did was I grabbed the flathead on the edge of it and I kind of applied on it, just hit it, and it came off and fell down. So anyway, what I was saying is that this is the tension right here. The spring is, there's a spring loaded inside. You could take this out actually. You see that spring? So this is pushing against the timing chain, and over time, you know how the timing chain start to get loose and slack. You need it. Oh, excuse me, flies. So you need more tension on the spring to push out further more. And what happened is that this is the max tension it has. So you need more, I guess, pressure or PSI from the spring to push out further. So that's what this aftermarket. Ooh, this is clean. I didn't want to dirty this, but that's what this thing come in. So after you remove the wing nut, after you remove this, it will release the pressure, and then the spring will push this piston all the way out. Right now the piston is being held on by this wing nut. So after you release this wing nut, the piston will will release. And before you install this, you want to first thing, you will definitely want to loop this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it. I'm going to use this oil that I have, you know, and put a loop around it. So you want to loop these, make sure that so that in the future it's easier to be changed. Okay, I'm going to pause the video right now while I do this. My hand's kind of dirty. Should have got a napkin, but no, I didn't. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, totally just clean my hand. I just wipe my hand dry. But anyway, you want to loop the gasket. So I'm going to use a dipstick from the car, and I'm just going to apply some oil on here. Do a little bit of oil. I actually need more oil than that. So let's grab some more. Okay, so I actually applied a little bit of oil around it, so I think that should be enough. You just want to make sure that the gasket itself has, oh man, the fly. It has enough lubricant on it, so that in the future when you remove it, it's easier. It doesn't get all dry. Because if this rubber doesn't get any loop on it, when you turn it on, when it get dry, when these rubbers get heated up, it tends to be really dry and tends to get stuck very easily. So yeah, anyway, so after you do that, then you just put it back the same way you got it out from, and you use the same bolts again. So let me get the camera angle ready. Oops, dang. It is so hard to do this myself. That's what they say, things I would do for the video, I guess. Okay. So you want to put it back the same way you got it from. There's only one way to put it in. If you put it the wrong way, it won't go in. And so there's only one way. You just gotta jam it in. Well, I wouldn't say jam it in. You just gotta push it in. It should go in nicely. If it doesn't go in nicely, then there's something wrong with it. Oh yeah, also I mentioned that there will be a little bit of oil drip when you take it out. I don't know if I mentioned that to you earlier. There we go. Nice and easy. And very nice. Let me wipe my hand, and then I'll show you guys. Oh man, my hand's so dirty. So I don't know if you could see a little bit blue. Well, it's actually this blue right here. The bottom is my filter. The top blue, this one right here, that is the gas, the timing chain tensioner. Below that, it's actually my engine filter. It's blue. But anyway, so I'm going to use those two bolts that I took it out earlier and put it back in. So remember these two that I took it out? I'm going to put it back. I'm going to do one at a time. Make sure you don't drop it, because that will be suck if you drop it. So what I'm just going to do it right now is just hand tie. I'm going to hand tie this at this moment. Nothing special, just hand tying it. You do not want to remove the wing nut, like I mentioned earlier. That's very important, because if you move it, that piston will pop out and it's hard to put it back. Well, I don't even know if it's possible to put it back, but just don't do it. And then second one, but I'm just going to tie it up a little bit so that this thing will go there. Not all the way. I haven't tied up all the way because I got one more bolt to go. That's this side. So you won't able to see it, but you just gotta feel it. Man, what's up with these flies this morning? It's everywhere. Okay. I think I got it in the hole. You just gotta feel it. Up. I'm just laying my whole body on top of it. Man, today is such a beautiful day, but it's hot. I'm telling you guys, it is hot. So yeah, if you guys want to fast forward, you could, feel free. I'm sorry I didn't pause it because my hand's dirty. I'm not doing it. So I'm basically officially tying up the bolt right now, all the way. Keep in mind that this is only 10mm bolt, so you do not want to over tight this because you don't want to break it. So that's definitely a no-no. So you just want to hand tight this. I believe it's 9 pound or something, 8-9 pound if you have a torque wrench, but I don't know. I'm not guaranteed about how much pound you put in, but just hand tie, okay guys, hand tie. It's not too tight. Well, not hand tie, but using the socket, just hand torque it. That's the correct term. So I'm hand torquing it right now. You do not want to overdo it. That will be suck. Okay, I'm trying to tighten this down now. Okay, pushing it down, pushing it. Slowly. I'm not actually applying a lot of pressure. I'm just having my weight down, not my whole body, just my arm, my right arm, weight down on this ratchet, so that it's about right, not completely, I would say. And then one more time on this side, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, that's it. That's that. Now, remember earlier I mentioned about we release the wing nut. You won't able to see it, but I'm able to see it. So you just kind of untie that. Right after you unscrew the wing nut, you need a 8mm snare drum. Just believe me, this is an 8mm, and you got to loose up that bolt in the middle that earlier we had where the wing nuts go, and that should able to get that thing out. It's coming slowly. Voila! The wing nut, the bolt, 8mm. Take this out. When you take this out, it'll spring the pusher on. And now, last thing you need to do is putting on the cover. So this cover, when you take it out, it's a piece of metal. It has a gasket. You do not want to lose this gasket. It's very important. And 3 bolts. So 2 bolts to close that up, and this is for the middle. You know how you took the wing nuts out? You stick this in instead. So let me stick this in, and this is a flathead. You use a flathead to close it up. So I won't able to see it, but I'm sure able to feel it. Yep. And then you just tie that up. Close that up. Okay. You know, I think this video is getting kind of long, so I'm just gonna pause it. Maybe give you guys the finishing part up. Quickly explain that. So when you put this these bolts on the cover, you put the gasket, obviously this shape right here, triangle shape. Put the gasket on. Put some motor oil. So you could get some from this dipstick right here. Remember the dipstick that I pulled out? Grab some of the oil from your engine or wherever you have. Loop the gasket, rubber gasket up. Screw this back in, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to pause it right now really quick. Okay guys, that's it guys, it's done. So I put in the cover. I don't know if you guys could see a lot better this time. It's right there in blue. So I put the cover in. Same thing, precaution. The bolt is only 10mm size, so don't over tighten. And that's it. Next thing you do is obviously start it up. So let me stabilize the camera somewhere, and then I'll start it up and show you guys. Like that. Let me get my key. That's it. Should be a lot better now. I don't hit that flapping noise on the engine. It's very smooth. Yeah, I think the next thing I need to do is back it up and clean up the floor, because you know it does drip a little bit of oil earlier when we move it. It's not that bad. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry if it took like a full 24 minutes. I try my best to explain it, but overall it's pretty straightforward. You know, 2 bolts to take it out, 2 bolts to put it back in, but when you put it back in, make sure you loop up the rubber seal so that it won't be stuck in too tight. And then for the aftermarket one, it has a cover on it, so when you make sure that one thing, make sure you don't remove that wing nuts. So yeah, after you do that, always clean up after yourself. Clean everything up. So I'll probably start cleaning everything up right now while I'm not around for maybe a few minutes to see if it leak. You know, if it leak, that's mean you didn't tie up, didn't tie the bolts up enough, or maybe you lost a rubber seal or something like that when you're installing it. But other than that, there should be a lifetime guarantee that it doesn't wear out. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.